Hey everybody, this is part two. I think I got a little overzealous when I was uploading the first one. I wasn't thinking, and I just kept working. So it's not 100% done, but let me show you what it was. A Warhammer, wood, a wooden Warhammer. What I did is put some cobble tacks there, cobble tacks on the side, cobble tacks on the end. All four are all cobbled. Top, side. This is what this is a, excuse me, it's a 4x4, 10 inches long. And what I did is I took a clothing rack wooden dowel that I had laying around the house. You can get them at Home Depot for $2.97. And I used a 1 1/4 inch spade bit, drilled the hole. So then I put it up there, put some wood glue, tapped it in. It fit perfectly. I had to take my Dremel, loosen up just a little bit, and then I took another little drilled a hole to the top, and then I took a wood screw down through there and secured the dowel. And what these are, this is a post knob. Goes right here. Same thing with this. This is a banister cap, and this is the little ankle piece that goes on the bottom at the floor. So I just glued them and tacked them on there. As you can see, there's a little bit of glue in there. It's still drying, but what I'm going to do is, once it completely dries, I'm going to sand all this out, and I'm probably going to run a band of leather right across here, so it's going to cover this gap. And I'll probably put some pieces right across here. And this end right here, it's uneven, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wood chisel this down, chisel it down to make it even with this, and then I'll sand it down and probably wrap leather again down through here, and then I'm gonna put a bam. That's the only piece I didn't like. I couldn't find a black one, and the wooden cobble tacks I have aren't long enough to go all the way to the bottom. But what I might do is take the screw out at one point in time, take the little wall hanger part off, because that's what this is right here. It goes on the wall like that. You stick it in there and slide it on. Hey, I'm gonna put a handle on it. I was thinking about doing something like Thor, you know, had the handle and then the lanyard, and I was like, nah, this right here is the perfect size Warhammer. Bam. Yeah, it is a little heavy on the back end. Next one I make, I might cut it off a little shorter here to compensate for that weight. But I think that's pretty cool, man. Swing it in there. Bam! Bam! Crush the armor and bludgeon the head to death. But this right here, I've always wanted a hammer. Always. For a court weapon. This is a perfect court weapon. It may not be live steel like most people wear during court. But hey, I'm a barbarian. This is a real weapon. This is what a barbarian would really have. They wouldn't have one of them big old gigantic iron heads. I mean, who in the world could pick up a slug of iron like this and take it into battle? He might use it 1 or 2 times, but he's not going to use it 102 times. This is a perfectly... I'm in love with this. But again, hey, look, what I did is I took a real fine drill, drilled it through there, and I used a little bitty small fine finishing nails and secured them as well. It does have both wood glue and Gorilla Glue. God, I hate using Gorilla Glue because it expands, but it was the only thing I can use to just like fill the gap. I will make arrangements the next time I make one of these, which is probably going to be in the future. It's not going to look just like this. It's going to be a lot simpler, and it's probably going to have the copper heads on the edges. But hey, man, I love this thing. I'm in love with this, and that's the beauty of crafting your own weaponry. You visualize something in your head, and you start doing it in your hand, and you do it piece by piece. Don't try to rush in here and do this whole thing at one time. Do it piece by piece, and then you can actually see this thing come together. And I'm telling you, I love this thing. And that's what any good crafter would do, is you love your object. Now, this isn't going to be able to be taking any blows, and I'm telling you, I'm not hitting anybody with it. But this is, again, this is a court weapon. And most LARPs and some SCAs, well, SCA's all steel, but most LARPs, especially HFS, High Fantasy Society, which the Elderwood is, require you to have a weapon, live weapon, whenever you attend court. And this is the perfect wooden weapon for a barbarian. And I'm grinning like a Cheshire cat because, man, I'm impressed myself. It might not look much to you, but well, it's not finished really. But I'll post pictures of it when it's completely finished. And man, this is what happens when you craft your own stuff. So get out there, craft your stuff. Don't doubt yourself. Believe yourself. Believe in yourself, and you can do things just like this, even better than I can. So until then, have fun and lay on.